All Kenyans, both salaried and non-salaried, will be required to contribute 1.5% of their income towards the Affordable Housing Fund. This is among the key amendments to the Affordable Housing Bill 2023, which was passed by the National Assembly. While the move is considered a major step in addressing errors that were pointed out by the court, which nullified the housing levy on grounds that it was discriminatory, a section of leaders drawn from the opposition say they will challenge it in court. The opposition argued that there is lack of a clear mechanism to measure the gross income of non-salaried Kenyans, as Safin Acheng Oma now reports.
The revised Affordable Housing Bill of 2023 has a total of 49 amendments. Key among them is the inclusion of 1.5% tax on gross income and by individuals outside formal employment as contribution to the Affordable Housing Fund. This change seeks to resolve illegalities cited by the court, which had termed the housing levy as discriminatory.
And this is the complaint by salaried people. They're saying, why are you deducting money from me to build a house for someone else? And that someone else also has an income, and that income they're not paying the tax. So to try that, you're saying, if you have to benefit from that house, you must have demonstrated that you are paying the housing levy.
Now, the problem with that is that even the salaried people like you and I, if there is any side hustle or anything you are doing, you will be forced now to compute it and surrender 1.5% of gross to this fund. That is punitive.
The amendments also list entities which will be mandated to implement the housing project, which will include county governments, National Housing Corporation, State Department of Housing, and the private sector.
So once now these entities apply for this fund, they build the houses as per the investment program and hand the houses back to the fund. Okay, so that the offtake of the houses will be managed by the fund.
The revised bill also revokes Affordable Housing Fund regulations and requires that all monies paid through the Bomayangu platform be transferred to the Affordable Housing Fund once it is implemented. Fines for misappropriation of affordable housing funds have also been made more punitive.
Someone misappropriated 1 billion shillings and then they are given a fine of 1 million shillings. So that means that it's anybody can, if all of us were given that opportunity, you'd rather go and steal the money and pay a small fine. But now we've made it expressly provided in the law that if you whatever amount you misappropriate, the fine is 2 times the amount of money that you have misappropriated.
Other significant amendments include the introduction of institutional housing project, which seeks to address the accommodation crisis in institutions of higher learning.
We expressly provided for institutional housing, and now the model is that the money from the fund will go to these TVETs and universities for them to develop the housing units. Then once the housing units are done, they will be transferred to the board or to the fund, and now the money will be recovered from the renting.
After the bill sailed through the National Assembly, it is now expected before the Senate for the first reading on Tuesday, with the government targeting to resume deductions from March salaries.
But the Affordable Housing Levy Bill 2023 could have been passed in the National Assembly as per the wishes of KK regime. It was largely against the wishes of majority of suffering Kenyans. We therefore commit to protect the interests of Kenyans at all times.
Safin Acheng Oma, Citizen TV.